You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 25th of October 2025. It is 33 days after the fall equinox. It is 57 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 4th day of Brumaire, the day of the betterave, the beetroot. The sun rises today at 7:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:40 p.m. The sun sets today at 6 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 6:29 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:01 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 29 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 15% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 29th of October. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 1:09 a.m., 1 meter 37. In the morning, low tide, 7 a.m., 27 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:19 p.m., 1 meter 55. In the evening, low tide, 7:36 p.m., 9 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the autumnal light is so obviously upon us. Not only are the days markedly shorter, but the quality of the light is different. In the evenings and mornings the sun is low in the sky, and the shadows are long. At midday the sun angles into nooks and under porches that were fully in shade at the height of summer. People respond to these shifts. So do the deciduous trees. They have a physiological response to the change in the length of day and night, known as photoperiodism. This means they do not just rely on sensations of temperature, but also to the signals they get from the sun. And the sun is telling them to close things down, to lose their leaves, and to go into quiet mode to survive the winter. Commemorations. On this day in the year 285 CE, the twin brothers Crispin and Crispinian were executed. Converts to Christianity, they lived in Gaul, modern France. During the day they preached their faith to the Gauls. At night they made shoes to support themselves. They were killed during the Emperor Diocletian's persecution of Christians. Remembered as martyrs, they are the patron saints of leatherworkers and shoemakers. Today is their feast day, which of course precious few people would remember, except that on this day in 1415 the Battle of Agincourt took place on Crispin's Day. The English King Harry's longbowmen defeated the arrayed French knights in armor. Now that's medieval history, and so perhaps to many still rather obscure. But then Shakespeare wrote the St. Crispin's Day speech into his history play, Henry V. In it, the English king rallies his troops before the battle. He says in part, "This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispin Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother, be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition." On the topic of war poetry, on this day in 1854, the charge of the Light Brigade took place during the Battle of Balaclava in the Crimean War. The brigade charged into battle. Many did not return. Cannons from all sides fired on the saber-armed cavalry who were trapped in the valley. That battle is remembered from Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade. He wrote, "Forward, the Light Brigade! Was there a man dismayed? Not though the soldier knew someone had blundered. Theirs not to make reply, theirs not to reason why, theirs but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. And so today's commemorations pose questions about what we remember and why, and the role of poetry in romanticizing the ugliness of war. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 25th of October, 2025.